I am Riccardo De Filippo. I'm in charge of strategy and sales at Global ID. We're a company based in Switzerland focused on biometric authentication using multiple views of finger veins. We chose to use the biometry derived from veins under the skin for multiple reasons. The initial one, the most important one, and the one that is most critical today in terms of citizen sensitivity to the topic, is that veins are very much private. You don't copy them and leave them everywhere you go. And in order for your finger veins to be read, you have to do an explicit gesture of positioning your finger in the device. This makes it a consent-based authentication, as opposed to face, where you can capture my face at any time, my fingerprints, which you can capture from all the surfaces that I have touched, or even my voice as I speak from a distance. So the consent-based is fundamental to respecting privacy. And this is also one of the attractive elements to our customers who say, oh, I will not have to excuse myself with the customer for treating them as if I were the police. No, you're using private biometry. In fact, the European Banking Association already recognizes veins as a strong authentication. In other words, something with consent, very much like a signature or a PIN, as opposed to face and fingerprints. Another one is the reliability of using veins as opposed to fingerprints. Fingerprints are prone to abrasion. You did a little bit of manual activity over the weekend. On Sunday evening, you cannot unlock your phone. Because veins are below the skin, there is no concern of abrasion. So, as an organization using our authentication biometry, you have reliability of reading, which makes it much more useful and much more integratable into processes. Global ID brings a specific scientific innovation covered with a patent with regards to vein reading technology. We use multiple views of the finger, so more than one view at a very specific angle, for two reasons. First is to increase the amount of information that is read from the finger, and hence the capacity to single out a finger among many fingers. And there's also the rare but possible risk of presentation attack, spoofing, in other words, fake fingers. Positioning two views of veins that interact with each other from both sides into a fake finger is very difficult to do. A typical question we receive from customers is, where is the biometric data stored? Well, the answer is very simple. Wherever you decide to store it. Our systems are installed at the client's facilities, based typically wherever they run their other applications, be it employee data, patient data, customer data, or anything else. That is where the data is stored. We don't store it for you. You have full responsibility on where the data resides. Other elements that have to do with the interest of companies is not only the data is stored where they want it to be, but also the data is compliant with GDPR, European Union GDPR regulations, and the system is also compliant with the European Union Artificial Intelligence Act. There is no chance of secondary use. All the preliminary processing images are destroyed, so you can never go back and do other things with the same information. Our target market is organizations, meaning companies, ministries, hospitals, municipalities, all sorts of organizations that manage identities, be they employees, patients, citizens, and so on. The point of having biometric authentication is to have the certainty that the individual that you are serving, that you are interacting with, is really the individual whom they claim they are. This is critical in all fields, not only from the interest of profile management on behalf of the organization, but also for the citizen being served so that their identity is protected from someone else pretending to be them.